This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good? Shout outs!
Alright, the lollipop did a bunch of cheers. Let's see what we got here. First cheer. He says, since you couldn't answer my question last day because you were busy playing, here it is. What is your best and worst birthday you ever had?
I went to a comic book store one day with my parents, and the Wolverine figure was there. And I turned to my mother and father, and I said, guys, listen, I want that action figure for my birthday. So, please, what I would ask you, I've never asked you to do this before. We know how rare that figure is. We know we've been to stores endlessly, and we've never seen it in the flesh. It's finally here in front of our faces. Please buy the figure now. Hide it from me for whatever, for months until my birthday, and give it to me on my birthday. And so, like, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in a row, they still didn't buy it, right? Week 4, we go back. It's gone. So my birthday came and passed, and guess what? My parents go, we're very sorry, Philip, but we couldn't find the action figure. I said, I told you to buy the figure. Why don't you listen to me? Like, it was such a no-brainer. All they had to do was buy it then. They could have hidden it forever. I would have never bugged them for it till my birthday. I knew I was going to get it on my birthday. Because they didn't buy it, I didn't get it. I did eventually get it, but it was the second run. And of course, now it's a year later. Do you really think that something I wanted a year ago is as valuable as, you know? But then I was already starting to move into other stuff. And yes, I see someone asking in the chat, yes, my parents did have the money to buy it. They were just fucking stupid.
I mean, quite frankly, I can't remember. I really have not had, like, any amazingly crazy good positive birthdays that I can remember. Not to say that the days were bad, it's just that, you know, okay, it's my birthday. My relatives come over, they give me some presents. Usually I hang out with my friends. And then, you know, I usually play with whatever toys or gifts I got for my birthday, right? As you get older, your birthday's just another day, right? So it is what it is, I guess. But I remember once when I was a kid, my parents had a birthday for me at a bowling alley, and I remember once they had a birthday for me at the local arcade. Obviously, those were pretty awesome, you know.
Worst birthday? I have no idea. That's 100% a lie.
You know, for me in my life, I try not to focus on the negative or the worst.
I'm good at lying.
I find that, you know, I'm not a person of absolutes. That's what I should really say. I'm not. What's the best and worst? I don't know. You know, for me, in life, it's about enjoying every day as it comes and not focusing in on, oh, today was the worst day or the best day. I really wish that I look back to those times that were good, and I'm happy that we're moving past the best. I'm not a person of absolutes at all. What's your top 10 favorite this or that? That's hard for me to do. So when you ask me this question, I really don't have a legitimate answer for you, because honestly, I don't even remember most of my birthdays to begin with, you know? So there you go. I don't know how elaborate of an answer you were looking for, but that's an honest one.
Very, very, very hypocritical. Dishonesty for me is a big thing. It's like the ultimate betrayal. You know what I mean?
Alright, so Lollipop cheered again. So what do you think about memes? Do you think that it can harm other people because some people keep spamming it just to annoy a person who just wants to have fun? Listen. First of all, memes are pretty silly and they're a waste of time in my opinion. Alright, I'm just being real with you. I'm 36 years old, and I really don't have time for memes.
Smoke weed every day.
Like, I understand there's some people that just focus on it. Really what memes are, finding something that's a common thing that's recognized. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just as long as it's a common thing that is recognized. And having almost like a group consciousness around that it exists, and then acknowledging that it exists, right? And I can understand that in some kinds it's kind of funny. You see a meme, you have a laugh, because I know what that is. But in general, I don't see the purpose behind memes. I don't see that there's any practical purpose or that they serve anything useful. For the most part, you get a laugh out of it here or there. But you're right.
Memes can be turned into something that basically becomes systematic harassment. What? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
Especially if you have a meme that is nonsensical or is derogatory towards someone, and then it's repeated ad nauseum, it could hurt a person, you know? And it's, you know, I've seen it myself with stuff for me, but I've also seen other streamers. People come in here repeating negative memes about other streamers. And I'm like, you know, why are you guys doing that? Basically what it is, it's a big mob mentality. It's a very sheepish group mentality of her, because this guy said it, I say it, and now we all say it. And I feel like I'm part of a big group. And, you know, in some ways, I understand that. It's kind of like the same thing with YouTube or Twitch when there's a big streamer or a big YouTuber, and now you're going to watch their content just because they're a big streamer or YouTuber, so you can feel like you're part of being in the in crowd. You know who this guy is, and so does everyone else, and so when you're watching, you're part of this big group mentality of, I'm part of what's popular. So a lot of people, I think, jump in on these memes because they think, oh, her, group mob mentality, you know, we're all in on it or whatever. But for me, I think they're pretty silly. Not to say that they're awful, all right, to the point where there should never be a meme. But I do think a lot of them are pretty immature and can be getting blown out of proportion to the point where you actually are doing systematic harassment, okay?
That guy is such a two-faced fat piece of shit. He pisses me off. Like, I seriously hate people like that are so fucking dishonest and two-faced and will do anything to make a fucking nickel. He's disgusting.
So that being said, you know, I see both sides of the fence. I wouldn't want memes to completely go away. At the same time, I think memes should be, just like everything, treated in moderation, right? Moderation, not going overboard, not spamming, not trying to intentionally hurt someone. That if people did it responsibly and with morality, that would be fine. The problem is you get people who come out who are immature, who just try to hurt other people, and that's when the memes get out of control.
What a complete idiot. The Lollipop cheered and said, I heard that you said that doing Let's Plays without editing is harder. I did not say that, by the way. Not trying to hate or anything, but I saw people who made amazing videos with their editing that took months to make. Could you explain why Let's Play Raw is harder? I never said that. At all. Silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just going to say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better. I tend to forget everything. My head is like a sieve. I'm gonna be real honest with everyone. Just making an edited YouTube video is very easy. Doing live improv reactionary commentary is tough. The hard shit is sitting here playing the raw games. That's the hard part. Streaming is way harder than just editing videos for YouTube. Okay, it is. Real talk.
Here's what I said. I said to entertain a stream of people, all right, live, with raw gameplay and impromptu commentary is much harder than offline, not streaming, playing a game at your own pace, and then basically you can script in comedy, you can edit stuff out that's boring, all right? So to give you an example, I'm playing Dead Space 2. There's going to be dead time in the game when I'm walking around. Now, I could either do chat interactions, I could do some of my own commentary, basically try to keep you guys entertained during the course of the game, right?
I'm really good at improv style observational commentary. That's my forte. That's always been what I'm good at.
Now, that's one style. That's the style that I do. It's the raw uncut. There's people out there who only play games. First of all, they don't live stream them. They play them offline. They record the footage, and then they do commentary, sure. Some of it is live, some of it is scripted and superimposed over the games, okay? Just real talk, some of it is. And a lot of it is edited. And what I mean by that is, oh, my Dead Space 2 playthrough will be what? 16 hours long because it's the full length of the game with all of my fails. Their playthrough will be 4 hours long because they cut out all the dead time. All they show are the highlights, the best of. And that's a very different kind of product, okay? It's much easier to put your best foot forward and look good when you edit out all the boring parts and the fails. And the bottom line is people out there who only do edited style playthroughs, if you were to actually try to watch them do a full stream with impromptu commentary and actually entertain a stream for an extended period of time, they may fail at it.
That's like me. Breathe. Right? That's like me. Breathe.
In fact, I won't drop the name.
Dark side Phil.
But actually there was someone who had said this particularly to me. They said, Phil, why do you think it is that this particular YouTuber, when they put out a gameplay video on YouTube, can get a ridiculous amount of views, but when they go to live stream, they could barely support 1,000 viewers, and people complain constantly that it's boring? And I said, this is why. This is the kind of person who probably is great at editing and stylizing and scripting and can put out crazy good scripted comedy, right? And or good, reactionary gameplay when it's editing out the boring parts. But for the most part, it's a skill that you got to work at for years and years. I personally have been doing the raw commentary style for 10 years. And trust me, it wasn't like I just started it immediately and everything was great, It takes a while to figure out what you can do, and this past year in particular, since I've become more of a live streamer than anything else, it's been a lot more challenging for me to learn when can I interact with the stream chat that it won't take away from the game, right? When should I be focusing purely on the game, but make sure that it's not boring? It's tough. It's actually really tough to do this on the fly, and I actually respect streamers who've been doing this for a long time and can entertain a crowd, right? When you have to do that perfect balance between game and, your viewing audience. But yeah, it's two different products. You know what I mean? It is. It's very much two different products. You wouldn't say to someone, making a scripted drama television show is the same as making a reality TV show. They're two completely different genres, right? And I really do feel that live streaming raw gameplay with commentary and interactions with stream chat is very different from someone who edits all their gameplay into a very stylized, polished product that they put out on YouTube, okay? It's very different.
Pretty hypocritical, I agree.
The Lollipop cheered again and said, thanks for answering my question. I should stop trusting rumors told about you. Hope today's stream is full of positivity. Thank you, Lollipop, for that. Yeah, what you gotta understand, Lollipop, is very simple. People take what I say and completely twist it to mean something else. So I say, I think it's harder to do a live stream with reactionary commentary because you have to entertain both a live audience while still maintaining the gameplay than doing an edited playthrough on YouTube. And then people immediately twist that to say, well, Phil says that streaming's easier to do than doing, editing. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. But that's what I mean. They will do this constantly to try to make me look bad. And what you gotta understand is whenever you hear stupid shit like that, you gotta take it with a grain of salt and understand the person who's saying it is probably just trying to slander me to start drama and get attention. So, there you go.
Burn in hell, Burnell. And now I'm going to burn in hell for the rest of eternity because of it. You can't change who you are, I guess. I got the chair. What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.